Shalom. First and foremost, Salakia. Let me start again. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem B'Hakadash. I give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who well, and peace and blessings to your elect. Now, I want to talk about. Well, this is just a short video. And, get a couple of scriptures, then close out. But I just want to share, little. I'm not even sure to call it testimony, but I guess I'll call it, a little experience I had basically when I was at college. So it was a business class. And we was just, I was just sat down in the chair, listening, basically listening to the teacher, go over what was pertaining to the lesson at the time, and it was when we was doing some calculations. This teacher said, 144,000. I was like, it's like he said 144, and then he said 144,000. And I was like, whoa. And he said 1/3. He said 1/3 within basically this within the same thing that I was doing. I was like, I was in my head. I was like, yo, Stawari, how about Shim Yahshua? That I was like, that has to be a sign, for me not to take my foot off the gas, for me to continue enduring, for me, to to add, to do more than I'm doing now, because, I speak for myself, but, I speak, I'm speaking for myself right now, but I speak, for brothers as well. We can always do more, because, if it weren't for Yahweh Shai, there would be no hope for us. Without a sacrifice, we would, there would be no hope for us. So, you've got to continue, showing forth diligence. Because another thing, I remember this. There's a I don't know if it's Ishmael, but he's into that Islam. I when I tell you, this guy brings a Quran to, I seen this guy bring a Quran to school and he was reading it. I'm like, yo, even though I obviously, I go through the scriptures at school. I bring my phone because my bag be full, at times or obviously I highlight different parts on my Samsung, and I bring that to school. I basically engage anyone that wants to talk. I was looking at this guy, I was like, this guy's very diligent. And it's spiritual because that happened to me, must have happened to me yesterday. I was like, because, this needs to be a kick. This is a kick in the pants because, imagine that, a black guy following that false Islam. I can't allow him to be more diligent than me. Not saying that, obviously, he wasn't. I'm not saying that he was, but I'm just saying that, I can't allow him, to be more diligent than me, whether he's reading or whatever he's doing. I always have to be at standard, and from that standard, I just need to keep growing from there. Bashim Yahushua will add, to what I have right now, Lord willing. But let me get to the scripture, about I believe it's the 1/3, and in Revelation the 7th chapter, about the 144,000, because the 144,000, those are those are kind of the elect of the elect. Those are the prophets. But let me start off with, I believe it's Zephaniah 13, the Salakia. Is it Zechariah? Okay, yeah, I believe it. Let me see. This is Zechariah 13. I'll start at verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. And those 2 parts I talk about, the 2/3, like you go in 2nd Ezra. Let me follow up with that. Saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Let the multitude perish that were born in vain. I believe that's the 9th chapter, 2nd Ezra 9, but I'm not sure. Okay, yes, here it is. This is Second Ezra 9. Bear with me. I'm not sure. Let me just start from the 20th verse. This is Second Ezra 9 and 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was great peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish, then Salakia. Let the multitude perish then which were born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it. Have I made it perfect? The scripture also says, the harvest is plenty. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. But yeah, those multitudes that were born in vain. Those are talking about the wicked of our nation. The ones that were created, the ones that basically were not right. The ones that Yahushua didn't come to redeem. Because we know that he came to save Israel. Starting with the elect, but the elect is the one I'm referring to. But let me go back to Zechariah. Let me start again. Cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. And this is talking about how we're gonna be cleansed, because both fire is a cleaning agent. I will call them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. We can't at this appointed time. We can't. There's no time for messing about or playing games. You have to be very serious. You can't take this thing for a joke. We may make mistakes here and there, but it's not it's like I can't remember. I believe there's a saying that you're gonna fall a couple times, but you have to keep swinging. You can't throw in the towel, because throwing in the towel is the biggest regret you're gonna have. Especially when you see the elect being delivered. So yes, let me go to Revelation. Wait, hold on a minute. I think this just reminded me of scripture. Let me just see. Yeah, like the scripture says, through much persecution shall we enter into the kingdom. So, we have to be cleansed. We have to be cleansed. Because obviously we have stuff in us. Because like the scripture also says, roughly paraphrasing, I believe, Salakia, our righteousness is us. Let me try to find it. Filthy Rex. No, this is it. Isaiah 64:5. Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness, those that remember thee in thy ways. Behold, thou art wroth. Wrath means angry. For we have sinned, in those count in continuance, and we shall be saved. But we are all as unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. Because we do try to the best of our ability, but we're in sinful flesh, so we can't really do it perfectly, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. So you gotta remember, yes, you're gonna make mistakes. Yeah, you may go through stuff here and there, but you have to remain diligent, because the Lord is seeing. You think of it as the Lord's testing you and seeing if you're worthy. Like in certain TV shows, they may have what's that word? Um, they may have a successor or something where they want to test if they're worthy, so they put them in a series of challenges. Or they may choose someone to, for a specific task, which we know the Lord is, selected us for task, which is to push the word. We have to see if we have to see if we're we have to remain diligent, to prove that we're worthy. And you have to step out, you have to step outside your comfort zone as well. And this is speaking, this ain't just me speaking, to people who may be, watching the video. This is speaking of myself as well, because even this may sound like if I go on a bit of a tangent, but even when I'm at, I find somewhere I may, or if I'm in college, or I find somewhere that I may be talking to the scriptures, it doesn't always, get on camera. Even though that I know the Lord sees it, it doesn't always get on camera. Well, I don't have a selfie stick, and, being as that, there's never anyone to record it. But, that's not an excuse, of course. That's not an excuse. Obviously, I just need to, see, because, ultimately the Lord, as I show, keep being diligent, the Lord, ultimately, he'll lead, he'll lead the way, just like, he did with me doing his videos, because it was through a dream. I don't know if I told any of you, but it was through a dream that the Lord, it was through a dream that the Lord, had me do these videos. I kept asking him the same thing over and over again, because, kept feeling in my spirit. I was like, I need to do these videos, but, Lord, what am I supposed to do? Well, I wasn't really saying what am I supposed to do, but like, I was, praying the Lord to find a way for me to do these videos. Because at the time, that was a leap of faith for me. Here I am. So, it's just time for me to take that. Obviously, I can take a next leap of faith. Lord willing. But, I may close out with Revelation, the 7th chapter, because that's pretty much the point that I wanted to hit. Where is it? Let me get straight to the point. And I saw, it's Revelation 7:04, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they which were sealed 140 and 144 thousand of all the tribes of Israel. Obviously there's 12 tribes, and this is not speaking about the entire elect. This is talking about this is speaking of the prophets. Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Neptalim was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh, that would be Manasseh, if I'm not mistaken, was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of it says Joseph, but that would be Ephraim, because Joseph, his blessing got split between his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000. And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, number of all people, nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands, and the palms, represent victory. That's speaking of 144,000. Then the 1/3, the large multitude, the men, women, and children, predestined for salvation. I cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. All I'll close it out there. That was pretty much in the point. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachakadash. Until next time, Shalom.